It's the calm before the storm over in League Two, heading into the festive period, but currently it is Walsall running away with the title. Can they be caught this time around? We'll take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about match number 21, that's right, in League 2, and we'll get to that in a second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button. You want to subscribe for League 2, Blackburn Rovers, World Football. We're going to all here under one rooski, that's right. Currently, the top three looks like this: Walsall, Port Vale, and then Crewe. But it is absolutely dead tight at the moment for the race for promotion in the English fourth tier. We'll take a closer look at all that in a minute. A big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the Patreons. You know who you are. And of course, check it all out down below. Hit all the description. All the good stuff is in there. But what we're going to do now is recap last time around, the last time matches, and then kick on forward to this coming week's drama, which of course is before the madness begins over in League 2, with, of course, the Boxing Day fixtures heading into towards New Year. Sit tight, hold on, here we go. All right, then, folks, let's turn the clock back to just the other day, where we did have these matches, of course. That's right, Salford, big winners over Notts County to put themselves in a better position, trying to get edge closer to those players. Big 3-0 win for them, which, of course, dented Notts County's own aspirations there. Tranmere with a big win over Harrogate Town, 2-1 win, saw it. Meanwhile, Doncaster did lose to Wimbledon, who put themselves also in a good spot for the playoffs. Bradford City's 1-0 win for Swindon gets themselves, again, closer to those top 7 spots. Bromley continued there and beat run against high-flying Port Vale, 0-0 draw there. Chesterfield did beat Carlisle 2-0 on the night. Again, they're in the top 6 right now. Cheltenham with a 2-0 win over Morecambe, getting a bit of form as well together. Meanwhile, Colchester, Newport duked out to a 0-0 draw. Grimsby did lose to Crewe 2-0. MK Dons also losing to Gillingham, also picking up the win over Barrow, and then Fleetwood and Accrington Stanley duked it out to a 1-1 draw on Monday night. That's right. So those were the games. This, of course, is the table right here, right now. As you see it, Port Vale, 40 points for their hard efforts there. Game in hand as well on the likes of Port Vale. Sorry, Walsall with 40 points. Of course, a game in hand on Port Vale. Crewe also got a game in hand on Port Vale. They have 34 points, just 2 points adrift off second spot. And then it gets really interesting. Wimbledon, Doncaster, Chesterfield, Grimsby, all within striking distance of getting into those automatic spots. And then, of course, MK Dons could be in the playoffs, as could Gillingham and Bradford, Notts County, all with a win, especially with MK Dons got a couple of games in hand on those above them. Now, typically, this is where we would look at the old prediction league, but we're going to come back in New Year. The prediction league keeps on going. Just do your thing. I just think it's what I wanted to do, is kind of do like a monthly update instead of doing it every week, because it does get a little bit crazy sometimes. So just keep on predicting. The link should be in there on the screen right now, of course, and the form should be there for you guys to do your thing. So these are the next round of games, guys, and there's some absolutely crackers coming at you this coming week. Of course, it is the calm before the storm. So the games really just start this coming weekend and just plough on into the new year. So we're going to start with Crewe over at Colchester. We're playing Colchester at Gresty Road. Let's get into it then, shall we? Crewe under Lee Bell are doing the business right now, currently in the automatic spots. Lee Bell was one of a number of names linked with a number of jobs that are open at the moment in the EFL and the Premier League and beyond. Not saying Lee Bell's destined for the Premier League, but there's a lot of vacancies in the English football tier right now, and Lee Bell is a man in demand. They're top 3 right now, 58% form for them, just 1 defeat in the last 6. I think it's Colchester, who've also got some incredible form right now, sitting in 18th though, 75% form under Danny Crowley, who are unbeaten in at least the last 6 matches. The last time they played over at this very venue was a 2-1 win for Crewe. That was back in September 2023. Crewe have actually won 3. They're unbeaten against Colchester over the last 4 at this very venue. And they're coming into this on the back of that 2-0 win over Grimsby. Colchester make it back-to-back clean sheets. In fact, we're looking at, goodness gracious me, 5 clean sheets on the spin. Wow. They actually massively turned it around. And it looks like Colchester are nothing. They're on their way up here. Just keep an eye on Colchester with that sort of airtight defence. The Cowleys are cooking with gas. The odds here, 30-10 is your Crewe, 15-8 is your Colchester, 12-5 is the draw. I think I've gone Crewe here, 2-0 win, but I haven't looked at that. Colchester might grind this out to a 0-0 draw in the end. That'll be a massive point for Colchester in the grand scheme of things. Let's go to Gillingham, of course. They're also playing against Cheltenham on on Friday, the 20th of December. A couple of games there. All eyes on those guys. Gillingham under Mark Bonner, they are ninth right now, 29 points for the campaign, 4 wins the last 6. Also starting to get a bit of form into the old madness for them. Cheltenham on the flip side, there's 67% form for them. Also just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 13th with 26 points as well. Those are the 15 times 2006, 4 wins Gillingham, 5 wins Cheltenham, 6 draws between the two sides, including a draw last time around at Cheltenham back in April 2022. The last time they played at Gillingham was a 2-0 win for Cheltenham. That's back in November 2021. Cheltenham are unbeaten against Gillingham over the last 6. They've got 4 wins and a couple of draws. Meanwhile, the Gills, though, on the back of successive wins and successive clean sheets, 1-0 wins over Salford and then MK Dons, the last one on the road. Cheltenham also on the back of a couple of wins, beating Cambridge in the Football League Trophy, and then Morecambe to make it back-to-back home wins. The odds here, 23-20 is your Gillingham, 12-5 is the draw, 11-5 is your away win. Going Gillingham here, I think, 2-1 winners to make it 3 wins on the bounce. For the Gills, it's heading to Saturday now. It's a bit of a northwest crunch clash. It is Barrow. It is Fleetwood Town. Coach in Barrow. Stephen Clemence's boys are 16th for the table without a win, though, in the last 4 matches. Just 1 win in 6. Up against Fleetwood Town under Charlie Adam, also winless in 5. They're 15th with 23 points for them at the moment. 7 times they've played since 2010. 2 wins Barrow, 5 wins Fleetwood, 0 draws. Last time they played at this venue, it was a 3-1 win for Fleetwood. That was back in October 2021. Last time they played in the league at this venue. It was a 4-0 win for Barrow all the way back in August 2011. Barrow, though, winless in a long, long time. The last time they picked up a win was against Villa's Youth in the Football League Trophy. Fleetwood, also winless in a while. Last time they were victorious was a 1-0 win for Bradford way back in the 9th of November. The odds for this one, though, Barrow are 30-10 for the victory, 5-2 is the draw, 50-8 is your win. It does smell like a draw because they're both winless in a while. I've gone 0-0, guys, so Gonna ride my coattails on that bad boy. Meanwhile, Doncaster Rovers need a result up against Tranmere Rovers. Coming at you over at the Keep Moat. Doncaster and under Grant McCann, they are 5th. 33 points for the campaign, but they are winless in the last 3 matches. Up against Tranmere under Nigel Atkins, 19th for the table, 21 points for the campaign, just 1 win in the last 6. That 1 win was their most recent match. Talk about that shortly. 16 times they played since 2004. 10 wins, Doncaster, 3 Tranmere. 3 draws between the two sides. However, Doncaster have won 3 on the bounce against Tranmere, including back-to-back at the Keep Moat. Doncaster, though, on the back of successive losses, losing to Port Vale and Wimbledon, and haven't scored a goal in those last 2 matches. Tranmere, they're picking up the win over Harrogate Town most recently. The odds right here, right now, 5-3 on is your Doncaster, 50-4. Your Tranmere, 3-1 is the draw. Got to go Doncaster to bounce back here, get a 2-0 win. Reset the blocks, reset the clocks, and move them bloody chains. Accrington, Stanley up against Salford, also in the northwest. That's right, Stanley and John Doolan, 42% form for them right now. They're 21st in the table with just 19 points all season long. They've got 1 win in 6. Up against Salford, who are cooking right now under Carl Robertson, 75% form, just 1 defeat in the last 6, 12th with 27 points. And they played each other 4 times since 2020. There's been 2 wins apiece, but no draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this venue was a 3-0 win for Stanley. That's back on New Year's Day this year. So they're doing it again one more time. Stanley, though, on the back of that draw against Fleetwood Town. Salford, though, with a big 3-0 win over Notts County. Their last away win, or last away match, was a loss to the Gills. The odds here, 50-8 is your Stanley, 29-20 is your Salford, 21-10 is the draw. This could go Salford's way, but I'm going to believe in the Stanley here with a 1-0 win. Upset. This will be an upset, even though it is a home match for Stanley. Let's go to Chesterfield then. Up against Wimbledon. This is probably one of the games of the round right here, right now. Of course, Paul Cook's Chesterfield are in 6th spot, 67% form for them right now. They have won 3 on the bounce. Up against Wimbledon under Johnny Jackson, they are 4th. They have 58% form with 33 points as well. Coming at you 7 times they've played since 2012. 3 wins Chesterfield, 2 wins Wimbledon. There's been also 2 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this venue, it was a 0-0 draw. Chesterfield have yet to concede a goal over Wimbledon, or against Wimbledon, in the last 3 at this very venue. In fact, they've only conceded 1 goal and 2 goals against them over the last 6 in all venues. Chesterfield, though, on the back of a 2-0 win over Carlisle, 3 wins on the spin for them. Wimbledon on the back of that 1-0 win over Doncaster, big win it was. 13-10 is your Chesterfield, 19-10 is your Wimbledon, 12-5 is the draw. There should be a Chesterfield victory here, but it could also be a draw. I'm going big, 3-1 win, that's right. Chesterfield take the points. And moving some more securely into those playoffs places. Meanwhile, Morecambe, desperation for them right now, up against Bromley, who are flying high under Andy Woodman. Morecambe under Derek Adams. Morecambe under Derek Adams coming into on 42% form for them right now. They're 23rd with 14 points for the season. They are winless in the last 4, and they're coming into on 42% form. These two sides have yet to play each other, but coming into this, Morecambe on the back of a 2-0 loss to Cheltenham, and they make it back-to-back. 3 games without a goal for them. Up against Bromley on the back of that 0-0 draw against Port Vale. Solid result it was indeed. 11-5 is your Morecambe, 11-10 is your Bromley, 5-2 is the draw. Bromley favoured here, but I'm going to go Morecambe to get a point here. 1-1 in the end for the Shrimps. Meanwhile, Harrogate Town up against Walsall, who are flying high at the top of the table. Harrogate Town, though, down to 20th under Simon Weaver, just 21 points for the campaign. 3 defeats on the spin. Up against Walsall, Matt Sadler, top of the table, 40 points for the campaign, 4 wins on the bounce. They played each other 8 times since 2023. Wins Harrogate, 2 Walsall, 3 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this venue was a 2-0 win for Walsall back in February 2024. Walsall on the back of that 1-0 win over Barrow, back-to-back, 4 wins on the bounce, of course. Last defeat was a heavy one in the FA Cup to Charlton. Meanwhile, Tranmere did beat Harrogate last time around at the Cherry Records Stadium. The odds here, 10-3, your Harrogate, 10-7 on is your Walsall, 3-1 is the draw. Walsall winning this one as well to maintain that top of the table status. Meanwhile, Newport County up against MK Dons. That's right, coming at you over in Wales. Nelson Jardem's boys are 17th for the table with 23 points for the campaign. Without a win in the last 8 matches, but they are unbeaten in the last 4, picking up 4 draws in a row. MK Dons under Scott Lindsay are 8th right now, 30 points for the campaign, 50% form for them, and they of course won 3 and lost 3 over the last 6. Last time around at this very venue, it was a 0-0 draw way back in November 2023. MK Dons are unbeaten over Newport County in the last 3, picking a couple of wins and that one draw being in Wales. Newport County on the back of 4 successive draws, 3 of them were goalless. The only other one was a 2-2 thriller against Wimbledon. Meanwhile, MK Dons losing to Gillingham most recently. That was the last match, and it was at this Stadium MK. The odds here, 50-4 is your Newport County, 4-3 on MK Dons, 12-5 is the draw here, right down the middle. Going to go with a 2-1 win. MK Dons bouncing back, and of course making a push for the top 7 there. Meanwhile, Notts County up against Bradford City. That's right, coming at you in Notts County. Now they're under Stuart Maynard right now, all the way down to 11th. 25% forward for them right now. They are winless in the last 5. Up against Bradford under Graham Alexandra. They're 10th, 28 points for the campaign, 50% forward for them. They're coming into this unbeaten in the last 4 with back-to-back wins. Just maybe, Graham Alexandra has got them right back on track. Played each other 16 times since 2004. 7 wins Notts County, 6 wins Bradford, 3 draws. The last time they played at this venue was a 6-goal thriller going in favour of Notts County, who are, of course, on the back of a 3-0 loss to Salford. In fact, they've shipped in 10 goals in the last 3 games combined. Bradford City, though, on back-to-back wins, beating Stockport County in the Football League Trophy, and then Swindon Town in the league. The odds here, 13-10 is your Notts County, 21-10 is your Bradford, 11-5 is the draw. It might be a draw on this one, or it might be Notts County victory going Notts County. Notts County's form is pretty woeful at the moment, so yeah, well, I'm going to back them just because Bradford are a bit hot and cold. Meanwhile, we go to Port Vale. They're taking on Carlisle. That's right, coming over at Vale Park. Port Vale under Darren Moore, second at the table, 36 points for the campaign. Just 1 win though in the last 5. Up against Carlisle and Mike Williamson. They are rock bottom with 24th in the table with just 14 points for the season. 58% form for them. Just 1 defeat though in the last 6. Played each other 20 times since 2006. 7 wins Port Vale, 10 wins Carlisle. 3 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this venue was a 1-0 win for Port Vale. The Valiants are on the back of successive clean sheets. That's 2 clean sheets on the spin. Only conceded 1 goal in the last 3. Up against Carlisle, also just scored 1 goal in the last 3 matches. Of course, the odds right here, right now, we've got Port Vale 10-7 on for the victory. 50-4 is your Carlisle. 13-5 is the draw. Vale winning this one. 2-0 win in the end. The big 3 points to keep up the heat with Walsall. And then finally, we go to Swindon Town. They're up against Grimsby. That's right. Swindon Town under Ian Holloway. 33% form for them right now. Just 2 defeats in the last 2 wins at the last 6. They are 22nd. 16 points for the campaign. Up against Grimsby under David Artell. 2 wins also in the last 6. They are 7th, though. 31 points for the campaign. 22 times they have played since 1994. 10 wins Swindon, 9 wins Grimsby, 3 draws. Of course, it is the Ian Holloway derby, by the way. Last time around at this venue, 2-1 win it was for Swindon, who have won 3 on the bounce against Grimsby at this venue. They do like to play against them. They've scored 10 goals against them in the last 3 games combined. Swindon, though, on the back of that 1-0 loss to Bradford, Grimsby losing to Crewe most recently. The odds here, 23-20 is your Swindon, 2-1 is your Grimsby, 13-5 is the draw. I'm back in Swindon to get something out of this one, 1-1. In the end, guys, that completes my pack. Don't forget to get your own in there, guys, using the link. Of course, it's wide open. We'll bring it back up to date. When we enter the new year, I think maybe the game before or after the FA Cup, we'll see. But anyway, just keep on going, do your thing, smash the like, smash the subscribe. But until then, guys and gals, we'll see you on the other side.